PC Build-Up Challenge has now earned a grand total of $1,311, all thanks to the fact that we were able to sell our last episode's gaming PC for $1,100. Now, $1,300 is a ton of money, and we could absolutely build a gaming PC with that money, but that's just not enough for the PC that I want to build for one of you guys, so we need to make a little bit more money. So let me introduce you to today's PC flip. What the fuck? I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I think this might be the ugliest case that's ever been made. On top of the fact that I think it's the ugliest case in the whole world, it functions terribly. The bottom portion here barely fits fans, so if you wanted to put intake fans down here, that would be a tough thing to do. Now, that doesn't mean we're not gonna try. We are absolutely gonna be trying to get some more airflow into this PC, but goodness gracious, there's like nothing down here. On top of that, up here, you would be able to add, I guess, more exhaust fans, I guess, but there's a power supply stuck here, so you really could only functionally use these last two and this third one. I guess you could put a fan there and it would push more air into your power supply if you were trying to cool your power supply a little bit more. On top of that, it wants to fall backwards. I mean, when you push here, it's steadfast, it's not going anywhere. But if you put your fingers up here and you pull just the smallest amount, this thing wants to fall backwards. It just wants to lay down and die. The legs on here are, oh my God, this thing almost just fell over. Now the legs on here are made out of like the crappiest plastic you could ever find. When you do wiggle it around, the legs stay still, but the case still moves. It's very unstable. It's just all around a terrible design. I don't understand why this was made. Now, before I get too involved in this system and we run through the specs of it, I did want to say to any new viewers, this is the Build-Up Challenge, where we build and sell gaming PCs for a profit, and we save up the profits to eventually get to the point where we have earned enough money to build a top-tier gaming PC that I'm gonna give away to one of you. Now, this is season 2. We've already given away one extremely beautiful gaming PC, and we're gonna need to one-up that by building something even more powerful. So we need to, we need to get to work, because this thing is hideous and it's not gonna make us any money. Now, as far as specs go for our absolute disaster here, we have an i5 8500 CPU. We have a very small Coolmaster CPU cooler, which 100% cannot cool this CPU. I mean, just in downloading things, this thing hit 85 degrees Celsius. Not at all sticking around. That's not gonna cut it. We also get 16 gigs of DDR4 memory. We have a Z370 ASUS TUF motherboard, and we have a GTX 1060 with a 600 watt power supply. And the price I paid for this system, $200. Now, a $200 asking price for this PC is not the best deal that I've come across, but it is also not the worst deal that I've come across, which leads me to think that we could probably make a little bit of money off of this system once I finish either making it look way better or making it look way worse. And when I mean way worse, I really mean that. This is an InWin case, and I feel like they lost when it came to this design. It's just all around ugly, and I think that what I'm gonna do to it is either gonna make it look really, really great, or it's gonna look really, really terrible. All right, rather than just talk about it, let me just show you what I've got. All right, here's most of it. So I picked up some cable extensions. You get ketchup and mustard cables here. Nobody wants to see that, so we're gonna have a little bit of a better look with the cable extensions. I got a butt ton of fans. I bought these Infinity fans because they were a good price. There's 6 fans here, and then one of these fans for exhaust. They didn't sell this fan in a single fan, so I had to buy a different brand Infinity fan. Now, hopefully they look similar enough to where it doesn't look weird, but there's gonna be a lot of color going inside of here. And then I got a much beefier CPU cooler because that CPU cooler is just not cutting it. And we are also going to be doing a GPU upgrade. Now, I went ahead and picked up this 2070 Super to replace the 1060 inside of our system. Now, we do have a 600 watt power supply, so I'm hopeful that that's enough. I will do some stress testing once we put the system together, but I do feel like this 2070 Super is going to make buying this system way more desirable, because you're gonna be able to play or at least get a lot better gameplay from a 2070 Super than you are from a 1060. Now, I did pick this up for $200, which is not a deal. So I paid $200 for this system and I paid $200 for this graphics card, but I am going to put this graphics card back up on Facebook Marketplace. I'll put a list price of like 50 bucks. We'll probably get $40 and you know, that'll take $40 off of the price of this purchase right here. Save us a little bit of money and keep us under around a $500 mark for this build. Hopefully we can sell this system for a decent amount of money. Now, depending on when you are watching this video, currently as of recording, we are in a GPU drought. You know, NVIDIA launched their 5000 series cards and they just blew out, and then AMD came out with their new cards and those sold out. So it's like impossible to get good deals on graphics cards. So I'm hopeful that that fact will actually help us sell this system. Plus, we are in like tax return season, so people are coming into a little bit of money and they want to spend it on a nice system. So I think that all of those factors together will help us sell this system for a decent amount of money. But before we can even think about selling it, I gotta get this thing up and running. It's got to look good, it's got to perform well, so we need to build this thing and let's go ahead and test it. So let's get that whole process started now so that we can get to the fun part. So some descriptive words that I would use for our new build here are bright, a touch of obnoxious. Either way, it's a lot better looking now than it was when I got it. Now don't go anywhere yet. We still need to figure out how much money we're going to try and sell this system right here for. We also need to figure out how much money it took to build this system and deduct that total amount of money from our bank that we will use to build your system. I also had to show you how well this system can play games, because the quality of the gameplay I was able to get from our system here is actually pretty impressive. Now, before I get too deep into this system, there is something that I would absolutely love to get off my chest. Now, I have gotten a few messages on Discord as well as a few comments here on YouTube talking about the inconsistency of uploads as it pertains to the build-up challenge. Now, you guys have to remember, nothing would thrill me more than to put out a brand new build-up challenge episode for you every single week. But unfortunately, I am at the mercy of the market in my area. If we build a PC and it doesn't sell, I can't put together another system for you guys that would defeat the entire purpose of the channel. We build the PC when we have the funds to do that. Now, luckily, we sold our last PC for a great deal of money, and we have a decent amount of money in the bank, so it's not unthinkable that we could have, you know, 2 builds going at a time, and we could be maximizing the amount of content that I can get out for this channel. So remember, we started this season with $0, and now we're at $1,300 and something. That's pretty good. Now we'll break down all the math here in just a minute, but just so you guys know, if you don't see a video every single week, that's because the computer hasn't sold. Now, if we're really digging into this system, it is still extremely easy to tip over. It's actually more easy to tip over now than it was. I mean, I guess the only way to really fix that is to like throw like, I guess, tire weights up in the corners here, which I will not be doing. Whoever buys this computer is just gonna have to make sure that it's in a nice stable area and it's not gonna fall over. Now, I may actually get a little heat for this. I actually dislike these Infinity fans. I find them to be just overkill. Honestly, this entire RGB setup is 100% overkill. But if we made our profit based off of LED diode, this would be the most profitable PC ever. And remember, like I've always said, RGB helps sell computers. So if that statement holds true, this PC should sell in like 15 minutes. And as long as we're on the topic of RGB, I know that a couple people have asked me how I power the RGB if there is no ARGB header on the motherboard. Well, you can buy controllers for like $10 on Amazon. They come with a remote, and I can change the RGB to whatever I want it to be with the push of a button on this remote. It just plugs into SATA and then plugs into your RGB controller, and then you have a remote to control any of the RGB in any of the PCs that you might be selling. I'll put a link to the controller that I'm using in the description down below. But let's go ahead and get into talking about how much we're gonna try and sell this system for. Now, to figure out how much we can sell a system for, we need to know what the system is capable of. So I did test a few games. So in Forza 5, at its extreme preset and ray tracing set to high, I wanted to see how this graphics card would perform with no upscaling of any kind, just pure performance from our 2070 Super here. And we were getting a very impressive 75 FPS on average. Now, when I turned DLSS on and set it to quality, while keeping all of the other settings the exact same, we were getting an average of 84 FPS. So a nice little 9 FPS increase for our 2070 Super. I wanted to test out a shooter, so I gave Battlefield 2042 a try with this system, and with ray tracing off and our preset set to high, we were getting great gameplay and an average FPS of 96. In God of War Ragnarok, at ultra settings, with DLSS on and set to quality, we were getting a very impressive 72 FPS. And lastly, I took a look at how this system would perform in Gotham Knights, and at its extreme preset with ray tracing at max and no upscaling at all, we were getting a very beautiful 73 FPS on average. Now, it is important to know that for all of our FPS averages, I was gaming at 1080p, even though the 2070 Super is more than capable of playing games at 1440p. But with the i5 8600K, I kind of figured that we would just stick with 1080p. Now, whoever buys this system can happily play 1440p. I just wanted to see how far we could push the system at 1080. Now, who was paying attention to all of the hidden storage drives inside of this system? There was an NVMe, a SATA SSD, a 3.5-inch hard drive, and a 2.5-inch hard drive. It was like the storage drives just kept showing up. Now, I didn't put the SATA SSD or the 2.5-inch hard drive, mainly because I don't need another extremely small SSD in the system, and I definitely don't need like a laptop hard drive in here, but maybe I can use them for another build somewhere down the line. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. But before we can figure out how much money we have to spend on your system, we have to figure out how much money it costs to build this one and deduct it from our total funds. So the original system was $200. And for the biggest upgrade inside of this system, the graphics card, I paid another $200. Now, I'm already going to consider the 1060 sold, as I do have somebody on their way to the house right now to buy it for $50. So that makes $350 for the PC, and the card. Now for everything else, which is just the fans, the cable extensions, and this CPU cooler right here, it was $84. So that puts our grand total to $434 to put this system together. Now here's where it gets difficult. The gameplay from this system, especially seeing as how we can play at 1440p, makes me feel like this system should be worth a pretty decent amount of money. So what I'm thinking for a list price is $750. But what I want you guys to do is list in the comment section down below what you guys think I should sell this system for, because for this one, I really want to know what you guys think. I need your help. I can't do everything myself. Plus, as an added bonus, while you're down there, you can double check to make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and you've hit the like button on this video if you did enjoy yourself at all. Now, the total amount of money we had left in our bank was $1,311 that we had to put together this system. And after we subtract the $434 it took us to put this thing together, we are sitting at $877 in our bank for your system, which is definitely enough money to put together another build-up challenge PC. Now I just have to find the parts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here, and for everybody who's part of the membership program of this channel, thank you so much for your support on this channel. It means so much to me. Now, I did want to leave you with the most important thing in this video, and that is to know that no matter where you are in the world, I hope that you are having the most fantastic day, and I'm gonna see you right here for the next video.